accounts of IPCC. And now we'll see disclosure. We have seen accounting policy, we have seen note to accounts, now we'll see disclosure. Disclosure, I'll write need of disclosure better over here. Need of disclosure. Disclosure means writing notes of accounts only. Disclosure is done for better understanding of financial statement. Financial statement means all these three. Please write important over here. This is a part of Company Accounts 2013 from law. Second, it facilitates comparability. Third, compliance with statute. Fourth, ICAI requirement. So now you understand why is the need of disclosure. For better understanding of the financial statement, it facilitates comparability or comparison. Compliance with statutes, disclosure is compliance with statute, and ICAI's requirement is there for disclosure. Okay, so now we'll start with paras. So before starting with paras, I want you all to please copy this first. I hope you all have paused the video and copied till here. Now I want you all to please copy the disclosure and need of disclosure. I hope you all have copied. Now we'll start with para. So are you all excited? We are starting with paras. Para 10 is fundamental accounting assumptions. Shortcut FA. Fundamental accounting assumption. In para 10, what are the fundamental accounting assumptions? This you should have studied in 11th standard while studying the basics. If you have studied, that is well and good, just revise it right now. And this is also done in CPT. So there are three fundamental accounting assumptions. Shortcut for three fundamental accounting assumption shortcut is GCA, that is going concern. First is going concern, second is consistency, third is accrual concept. So first we will see one by one basis. Going concern. What does going concern means? It is assumed that enterprise will continue the operation in the foreseeable future. That is, it neither has the intention nor necessary to curtail the operation. I have just said it. I hope it might have struck you something, but not will write it because this is important thing. Going concern means it is assumed that enterprise will continue the operation in the foreseeable future. That is, it neither has the intention neither has the intention or necessity to curtail the operations. So we'll read it again so that it should register in your brains. going concern, it is assumed that enterprise will continue the operation in the foreseeable future. That is, it neither has the intention or necessary to curtail the operation. That means when the enterprise is formed, it is not decided by the owner of such enterprises that within 1 or 2 years the operations of the enterprise will be curtailed. Curtail means stop. Okay, these are the important words. Curtail. This what should be written by you all while writing the paper. Curtail and foreseeable future. These are the important words. So it is assumed that when the enterprise is formed, that is when the business is formed, it will go on and go on until there is a necessity or a need to curtail, to stop the operation, that is to stop the business. Unless and otherwise the business will keep on going, or any other reason the business has stopped. Okay, so going concern is something that the business will be going on forever. While forming the business, it is not decided that it will work only for 1 or 2 years. It will go on and go on unless there is an intention or a necessity to curtail the operation. I hope this is clear. Second, we'll go on to consistency. What consistency means? Consistency means it is assumed that accounting policies and principles are followed consistently from one period to another. Okay? So this is very simple. Accounting policies will be followed from one year accounting year to another accounting year. There is no need of any explanation for this. It is assumed that accounting policies and principles are followed consistently from one period to another period. Hope this is clear. This is very simple. I don't owe you all any explanation for consistency. It is quite self-explanatory. Third, we have accrual concept. You all might be knowing the basic that accrual concept, we follow accrual concept only. What does accrual means? Listen. As per accrual, the revenue and cost are recorded, that is incurred or expense in the period to which they relate, rather than on the basis of receipt and payment. So in accrual concept, we don't rely on receipt and payment basis. We rely on incurred or expenses basis. That is, if you remember, we write in our books of accounts outstanding and prepaid that are on the basis of accrual. We don't follow receipt and payment basis. Okay, hope this is clear to you all. I'll write the theory explanation. As per accrual concept, the revenue means receipt and cost means expenses are recorded, that is incurred or expended in the period to which they relate, rather than on the basis of receipt and payment. Hope para 10 is clear. Simply I want you all to say, while writing para 10, you don't need to write any explanation inside this. Just simply write going concern, consistency and accrual concept. This is more than enough. Para 10 stands for fundamental accounting standard, accounting assumption. There are three fundamental accounting assumptions, that is consistency, going concern and accrual concept, but the code is GCA for fundamental accounting assumption. Phi is GCA. Simple way to remember. If they ask in the question, just write this much only. If you remember the inside matter, then only write. Otherwise, don't do a publicity stunt in the paper. Okay? Please pause the video and copy this much first. Hope you all have copied this too. Please copy the accrual concept. After explaining para 10, I'll explain para 9. Why in this manner? Now you'll come to understand. Para 9 says FA, which means fundamental accounting assumption need not be disclosed if followed. Disclose only if not followed. Hope this is clear. Please write this last para 9. Please pause the video and write it.